Hi, it's me again, and today we're looking at Port Royal by Alexander Pfister. And in Port Royal, each person is managing a fleet and crew of ships to try to get the most prestige to impress the king. Now, how you're going to do that is it's just a deck of cards. One deck of cards is the whole game. This box is actually way too big for what you need, but whatever. I keep hoping they'll put out expansions for it. So, the cards act as money as well as what's on the other side. So at the beginning of the game, you'll deal out 3 cards to each person. I've set this up as if it's like a 3-player game here. And so on each person's turn, they're going to flip over cards. This is a push your luck style of game, and what you're trying to do is build the best combination of people in order to reach 15 prestige points. 12 prestige points. When one player hits 12, the game will continue until everyone's had an even number of turns, and then whoever has the most points is the winner. The cards will have several different symbols. You'll see up here, the shield is the points. Down here is the cost and the name of the character. And the symbology up here will tell you what the character will do. For example, the Jester, which also, good time to point out, the back of the rules has this really nice set of descriptions for the characters. So for example, if you don't get to trade for a character on your turn, the Jester will earn you a coin, which can be very helpful. Some of them will also just have symbols, which I'll explain what those are for in a minute. So you keep flipping these over. Now you notice some of these are ships, as well as a sword number right here. This is the strength of the ship. When you decide to stop flipping cards over, you can choose to trade with these ships if you want, and you'll get the money that it says up there. For example, that Dutch ship is worth 1 coin. However, as you keep flipping cards over, if you ever flip over 2, that British one is worth 3, but has a strength of 7. Let's pretend that one is also Dutch. Let's say this were both Dutch, you would have to fight this one because the influence of that one country is now too strong. If you don't have 7 total sword symbols in front of you, then you're out. You bust. You get nothing and nobody gets anything. But let's say I stopped right there. Now I could choose to spend my 3 coins. I can't afford either one of those. So I would probably trade with this British ship, which, focus please. I would probably trade with this British ship, which would mean I would get 3 coins. Then it would start going clockwise. Everyone would get to take 1 card, unless they have a card that lets them take more than 1. There is a character that you can get that lets you pay a coin to the active player to take a second card. There's also a few other different kinds of cards in here that can show up. Oh, wow, look at that, 4 different ones. This is a good time to mention, you only get to take 1 card, unless you happen to flip up all 5 different nationalities. If you've 5 or 4 nationalities. If you have 3 different nationalities up, you take 1 card. 4 different nationalities up, like this, you would take 2 cards. If you manage to flip up all 5 nationalities without going bust, you get to take 3 cards on your turn. But this is where those crosses, cabins, and anchors will come into play, are these mission cards. When these come up, you set them aside up top and they stay out. On your turn, you may trade in cards that have those symbols. So for example, this Jack of all trades is a wild, this captain is an anchor, and this priest is a cross. So if that had cross anchor, I could trade those in, get 6 points, and 3 gold automatically. So that's what you'll be doing throughout this game. You'll be flipping cards over, building up your deck, getting cards with special abilities, like this Mademoiselle, for instance, makes it for each Mademoiselle that you have in your little crew in front of you, it costs 1 less for each character card. There's one specific type of card I'm trying to show you, but it is not. Here we go. These trader cards are actually very important for kind of building up your money-making engine. See how this says +1 French on it? From now on, any French trader, that's the one nationality that's not out here, of course, but any French trader is automatically worth 1 extra coin. So I have played before where I've just got 3 of these, so then like a 3 French ship would be worth 6, which can be pretty powerful when you're trying to make lots of money to buy the cards that give you more points, like the Mademoiselle, or things like this pirate, which give you 2 swords. Because if you have lots of swords, then you can feel comfortable continually pressing your luck, because you know you can fight off whatever ship comes out. So like I said, the game keeps going until one player hits 12 or more victory points. In that case, like for example, if I was the first player, there'd be another turn, and then this person would have a turn, and then the game would be over. A lot of fun, a lot of pushing your luck in this game. That seems to be a theme for me that I enjoy. The theme really could be anything, but it's a neat theme. It's got some nice artwork. That is pot roast.